guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Thank you. Today's video is on 15 times country music saved a fan's life, literally. Now, some of these aren't classic country musicians as we know them, but they've been around for a while, so I just thought this was cool. Let's take a look at it. We'll start with Craig Morgan and his song Almost Home. Craig Morgan's 2002 release Almost Home tells a gripping story about a homeless man who was stuck outside and freezing to death, but in his mind he's reliving childhood summers and the smell of his mom's home cooking cobbler. Song vividly, lyrically, imagery had a massive impact on listeners. During one Good Morning America segment, Morgan recalled meeting a fan who had change of heart after about a suicide attempt after he happened to hear it. He said, "I had a pistol in my mouth and I was just about to pull the trigger and the song Almost Home came on the radio." Morgan tearfully recounted, the two men hugged and cried together, and the moment remains one of the most powerful memories of Morgan's country music career. Kris Kristofferson beat the devil. In this case, the fan whose life was changed by a country song would go on to be one of the biggest stars in his own right. Eric Church was said that Kris Kristofferson's song Beat the Devil saved his life after a difficult few years in Nashville. After hearing no from one music industry executive to another, Church sat in his car, listened to the song, and the Kristofferson's lyrics gave him the momentum to stay for one more day. And the next day I got a publishing deal. Church recounted, according to People, so I'm here because of that man. Willie Nelson. His music has inspired fans for decades, but in 2016, one family in Amarillo, Texas, credited his song's remarkable healing properties for their 4-year-old daughter, Ava. According to the local news channel, KFDA, Ava was born premature and underwent 12 surgeries in her 15 months of life, leaving her with a feeding tube and a colostomy bag. Listening to classic country music by Johnny Cash or Ray Price seemed to help, and her favorite was Willie Nelson. You have no clue how many times you've actually saved our daughter's life. The young girl's mother, Brittany, says in a message directed to Nelson, "There were times where her heart rate was incredibly low. She was cardiac. She was not doing well. She spent so long in there, and it was such a long road, that actually just playing that music for her really, really did change and save her life." Chris Stapleton, Fire Away. Back in 2016, Chris Stapleton brought awareness to mental health and suicide prevention with Fire Away, using his music video as an opportunity to partner with the campaign to change direction. The song's powerful message spoke to fans from all walks of life, many of whom were going through a wide array of their own mental health hardships. One listener even wrote an extensive Medium article about how the song helped him through a difficult time period as he sought to reconcile with his daughter. Miss Dolly Parton. Country fans all over the world have been impacted by Dolly's music, but one young fan can say that Parton saved her life, literally. While she was filming a 2020 holiday movie, Christmas on the Square, Parton saved a 9-year-old actor and dancer named Talia Hill by pulling her out of the path of oncoming traffic. The young girl remembers Parton joking afterward, "Well, I'm an angel, you know," due to the fact that she played an angel in the film. Ann Wilson, My Jesus. Country-leaning Christian artist Ann Wilson drew inspiration from her older brother's untimely death to write My Jesus, and the song has a special place in the artist and her fans' hearts alike ever since it was released. After a show, a fan came up to Wilson saying that the song inspired her to keep going after a fierce battle with cancer caused her to contemplate suicide. But she was in the car and she heard My Jesus come on the radio, and she decided to give her life to Jesus and let go of all those thoughts. Wilson recounts the Christian headlines, and now she's living free in Jesus, still fighting cancer, but knows that she has a purpose and a reason for being here. Luke Combs. It's no secret how much Luke Combs cares about his fans. He paid for country fans' funerals, refunded concert goers on multiple occasions. Heck, he even once gave a whole crowd their money back when his voice wasn't at its best, then still played the show. But it's just not the money that Combs provides to fans in need. At one hometown show in Charlotte, North Carolina in 2022, he paused his set to provide life-saving medical assistance to someone experiencing some medical emergency. It was hot in the venue, and one concert goer passed out. Combs calmly stopped the music, called for a medic, providing water for the ailing fan in the meantime. He even directed the crowd in making way for medical personnel to come to the fan's aid. Morgan Wallen. The very same month that Combs stopped the show to help an ailing fan, Morgan Wallen had a very similar experience. In the middle of a sold-out stop in Pennsylvania, he paused his set to address a concert goer who had passed out in the crowd, handing down a towel from his microphone stand at the request of someone with the person who was experiencing a medical emergency. Wallen also guided his wall-to-wall crowd as they made a hole for paramedics to reach the fan, proving once again that country music is a community that looks out for those in need. Rodney Atkins, If You're Going Through Hell Before the Devil Even Knows. Atkins' 2006 hit is a beacon of encouragement for anyone staying the course through tough times. The song's message is so powerful, in fact, that it once saved the life of a suicidal listener. According to an email Atkins got from the fan a few weeks after the song came out, "Your song made me realize it was a permanent solution to a temporary problem." Atkins remembers the listener writing, when he heard "If You're Going Through Hell," the fan was sitting in his church parking lot contemplating ending it all. After the song came on the radio, threw his gun in a nearby pond and drove home. Lucinda Williams, Sweet Old World. Williams drew inspiration from a friend's death to write Sweet Old World, a song that laments everything that missed out on experiencing after their life was cut short by suicide. The song was a profound impact on Williams fans. In particular, she remembers one message from a listener who found the song to be a turning point in her own mental health journey. "One time I was singing on the radio and this woman called in later and said, 'I heard that song. Made me change my mind. I was thinking about ending it all,'" Williams told the AV Club. "It just had some profound impact on people." Mr. Luke Bryan. He lived up to his all-shucks country boy persona when he pulled over on a dangerous Maury County, Tennessee road to help a single mom who was stranded at the side of the road with a flat tire. With her two kids in the car with her and struck near a dangerous curve in the road, the woman was in a tough spot, and Bryan leapt into action, quickly working to change the tire and even furnishing a tire jack out of his own vehicle when hers wasn't getting the job done. Jelly Roll, Save Me, featuring Lainey Wilson. Jelly Roll's personal story of rising from addiction and poverty to happiness success has inspired countless fans to turn their own lives around. One of the most gripping songs about struggle and redemption is Save Me, a ballad he reconfigured into a Lainey Wilson duet for the track list on his new country album, Witch Shit Chapel. Emotional videos of Jelly and his fans are everywhere. The singer consistently takes time to have moments of connection with people who've been lifted up by his songs. One particular powerful example is Jelly meeting a family who leaned on his music through grief and tragedy, a story that featured in his documentary, also called Save Me. Garth Brooks, The Dance. Brooks is another country artist whose music was prevented a fan's suicide at the 11th hour. The singer says a fan once sent him a letter explaining that he had plans to end their life, and then the dance came on. It's that kind of stuff where you just go, "Thank you, God," Brooks detailed during an appearance on Football Pro Inky Johnson's Serendipity podcast. You know, we read the Bible and you read all these guys and a man, what they went through just to show their love for one another and show their love to Christ. And I'm going, shoot, I've never done that in my life. And to hear something cool that you had a part to do with is so sweet and so rewarding. And Taylor Swift. 3 young Taylor Swift fans got a lucky break after a 2015 car accident. The ending of this story might not have turned out happy if it weren't wearing the light up bracelets from her show. It all started when the 3 young women were driving home from Swift's show. The driver fell asleep at the wheel, causing the car to crash and trap them inside. 2 of their phones were dead, and they couldn't reach the third. But the quick-thinking women began to wave their light-up bracelets, and they were soon discovered and saved by a passing car. When Swift heard about the incident, she tweeted that it was unreal, adding, "I'm so happy they're okay." And last but not least, Rascal Flats, Changed. Rascal Flats' inspirational 2012 ballad offers a perspective of hope and healing that once saved a fan contemplating suicide. The group told Billboard about the experience of having a song make such a big impact, saying that the kind of fan response is even more important than the radio success or touring success. The power of a song have that impact on someone that is thinking about ending their own life is really unbelievable. Truly is, the band reflected. Now, I know this one's very long, and probably some of you won't go through the whole thing, but I thought it was worth it. I hope you did too. Please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia. Get on over there. Please subscribe. Have a great day. God bless you. See you tomorrow, and I'll be praying for you.